Well, hello. I want to talk to you a bit today about protein. So, when we think of protein, we may immediately think of like people trying to build muscles and protein shakes and protein bars and all of that. But what I want is for you to realize that protein is a building block of our tissues, our organs, our skin, our hair, our nails. Basically, every cell of the body has some type of function with protein. And it is the foundation for growth, repair, and maintenance. So it plays a huge role. And especially when you have activity and exercise, it promotes strength and muscle mass building. So that's kind of what we think of when we think of the guys lifting and chugging protein shakes. It is important for building your muscle mass, but don't let that stop you or feel kind of weird about adding it into your diet. Protein is a part of many of our enzymes, so that's necessary for digestion and metabolism and energy production. It also is important in our immune system. Protein helps you feel more full. So when you sit down to eat a meal and it's full of carbohydrates or fat, that doesn't get your stomach and your body as full as having protein does. So when you incorporate protein into your diet, you feel more full. It helps control your appetite and it helps to support weight management. Protein contributes to the formation of collagen and elastin, which are the structural proteins for your skin elasticity and firmness. So we always want to have great hair and skin and nails. So this can be found with protein. And I know I actually use collagen protein powder. I put a scoop of it in my cup of coffee in the morning. Stir that up. It has no flavor, no taste, whatever. So I can put that right in and get that, meet that protein need for the day with the collagen and have nice hair and skin and nails. It's a super easy way to meet meet the requirement. And an issue that we have as Americans is honestly, it's only recommended that you get about about a half a gram of protein per pound, um, depending on how much you weigh throughout the course of the day, which is actually probably not enough, to be quite honest. And oftentimes we sit down and we eat all our protein with our dinner. It's really important that we spread our protein throughout the course of the day. So oftentimes people have like just carbs during their breakfast and they don't have any protein. So it's important that you are adding protein into your breakfast, having protein in your lunch. And most often we're getting enough protein with our dinner, but it's really important that you spread it out throughout the day. It's actually recommended if you want to maintain weight and improve your muscle mass that you eat 1 gram per pound for your ideal body weight. So if you are trying to weigh 120 pounds, as a female, for example, you would want to have 120 grams of protein in your diet throughout the course of the day. If you go back and see how much protein you're actually eating or consuming throughout the course of the day, you're probably coming well short of 100 grams. So you need to really sit down and do like a food diary, seeing how much protein that you are consuming throughout the course of the day. Maybe you do have a protein shake and it's got 20 grams of protein, but what about the rest of your day? Okay, you're having chicken and it's got 30 grams of protein as well. At that point, we're only at 50 grams for the day. We are coming way under that 120. So a way to get some protein into your diet would be by using protein shakes. I'm not too much of a fan of protein bars. Um, and when you do the protein shake, we don't need to have like 4 of them a day. It really would be better if you were consuming it naturally, not through a shake. But having one protein shake a day is fine. So that's 20 to 40 grams of protein a day. We often think immediately of meat products when we think of protein. So we think of chicken and fish and beef products, but there are also some other surprising sources of protein that are out there, like eggs. We also have spinach, it's available in Greek yogurt, almonds, chia seeds, quinoa, oats, in broccoli, edamame. It's in tofu. I know some people are very sketch about tofu, but it is in tofu. It's also present in chickpeas and lentils and in beans. So shake it up, get some alternative sources of protein. Really do a dive into how much are you eating per day and really think about it. With protein being so important to hair, skin, and nails, repair, restoration, growth, muscles, digestion, it's such a huge part of our body, but we really do neglect it. Just like we talked about with hydration, it's something that's really important, but something that we are severely lacking. And when you compare that to your spiritual journey, it's kind of like Bible study. How often are we sitting down and actually reading our Bible and getting in the Word? It's an essential building block in our lives, in our Christian lives, and just our lives in general. Do you know verses? Do you know the stories? Have you watched The Chosen to see it in action? Um, it's not just religion in our relationship with Jesus. We need to have the essential building block of the Word and really getting that into our hearts and getting it into our minds so that we can get it into our daily word. The things that we say and what we do being structured and formed based off of that spiritual protein that we are ingesting. Whether that be through reading, through listening on the audio Bible, or through watching a show that depicts Bible stories, it's important to have that building block become a part of your everyday life. So do you need to do a journal and see how much Jesus you're intaking throughout the course of the day as well? Do you need to be adding more? I'm sure it's not that you need to take any out and have less. So it's something that you need to really think about and position yourself to have more of it daily, just like you need to position yourself to have more protein daily.